You know how it is. You're in an interview and the hiring manager says, "So tell me about yourself." As someone who has interviewed and coached literally thousands of people, I can tell you very, very often, I already know within the first 30 seconds of an interview the level of interest that I have in that particular candidate. Think about that. Many job seekers don't know or understand the importance of this question. This question really sets the stage for the remainder of the interview. And there are two common responses, neither of which are really that good. You may either have your mind go completely blank, or you suddenly start talking for 5 minutes straight, wondering if you're even making sense or if you've completely lost their attention. Does that sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle with telling their career story in a way that's clear and confident and compelling without rambling. So today I'm going to show you a simple framework that you can use to tell your story in under 2 minutes, keep the interviewer engaged, and set the right tone for the interview. My name is Doug, and I've helped thousands of people land jobs, navigate layoffs, and build careers that they love. Be sure to check out the link in the description where you can find out how to get my fast track job search bootcamp and a free 7-day job search kickstart as my gift from me to you. So back to why this is so important. Many people interpret this as just an icebreaker, a way to just start the conversation or make some small talk. What's really happening here is the interviewer is getting their first sense of who you are. Can you communicate clearly? Do you understand your own experience and your own career path? Do you know how to connect your background with the role that you're applying for? If you ramble or give an entire life history, number one, you're likely going to lose them quickly. And number two, you risk sounding like you're unprepared or unfocused. You need to give a focused, well-structured story. So why do people ramble in the first place? Well, usually it's one of a few reasons. Either they don't have a plan and they think they're just going to go into the interview and just wing it, or they have this idea that information equals more credibility. So they just start describing every job and every project and every detail, or they're just plain nervous and it's nervous energy. And then we tend to talk faster, throw in extra details. Before we know it, we're way off track. Hey, while you're here, jump down in the comments and let me know about your interview experience and what you've learned. I'd love to hear from you. So what's the solution? In a word, structure. You have to know where your story starts, where it ends, and the key points in between, and that'll keep you on track. And keep in mind, your story that you're sharing is what pertains to your professional career, not your hobbies, unless they directly pertain to the job that you're interviewing for, not where you grew up, not what you like to do in your spare time, that sort of thing. As you approach your career story, a good structure is to think in terms of past, present, and future. Let's break this down a bit. When you talk about your past, keep it focused and relevant. Give a brief summary of the highlights of your experiences, what led you to this type of role, and set the stage for your current career. Basically, what experiences shaped you. You don't need to start with college unless it maybe directly ties to the role. And then, of course, mention it, briefly. And don't feel compelled to list every job, every company, every date. Just highlights in context. Then transition into what you're doing right now. Point out the skills and the accomplishments that you bring to the table that are clearly relevant to the job you're interviewing for. Keep it short, keep it clear, and packed with results. And finally, wrap it up with a forward-thinking explanation of why you're excited or enthusiastic about this opportunity and how it fits in your career goals. Help them to connect the dots, why you're excited and how this fits into your career path. Your goal is to have your wrap up to this particular question do two things. First, show that you're intentional and not job hopping. Second, communicate that this role is a logical next step in your story. That's it. About 90 seconds, no rambling, clear structure. A couple more tips to keep in mind. Keep it under 2 minutes. You don't have to be stringent on this, but practice enough that you can deliver this smoothly without going too long. Think of this as a career highlights, not a documentary. Don't recite your entire resume. Next, while you want it to be professional, you also want to be natural. Hit your points, but keep it conversational. Another very important point is to tailor your responses to this position and practice it out loud ahead of time. And finally, end with a degree of enthusiasm. Help them feel like you're interested in this role, not just any job. The more that you prepare and practice, the more that you'll feel confident, avoid rambling through an answer, and keep the interviewer engaged for a good interview. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. And if you'd like a step-by-step system to help you find a new job faster, check out my Fast Track Job Search Bootcamp. I'll leave a link down in the description. I'll also leave a link where you can get my 7-day job search Kickstart as my free gift from me to you.